Where are the Casemiro haters, guys? Where are the Casemiro haters? That we need to sell Casemiro. We need to sell Rafael Varane. Experience is not bought. It's really attained, and you've gonna hate to see to it that today, because of the experience of those two players, you've gonna hate to really perform very well. We've gonna hate to clip a clean sheet, and when it really required us most to obviously get that one goal, it was the man responsible for obviously heading that ball into the back of the net. That is Casemiro. Welcome to United Matters channel. Welcome back from what we call it's called sorry about the artwork. Let me try to obviously rectify it. But welcome back from what we call the FA Cup. You get? Welcome back from the FA Cup round, the 50th round. And we're going to hate to win it. And I think we're the better side. And if at all a team comes out and really says that they deserve to win it, I would come out and really argue them out that no. What do the stats say? United had the better chances, though we never really scored the better chances. And what looked to be a hard one is what went ahead, obviously, and really score and really make it Man United 1, Nottingham Forest 0. Casemiro coming in through and really scoring it late in that moment. And it was really one of those moments that you will really ever think about and really say, yep, it has been Man United up and running, and the players have gone ahead to respond. I was really a little bit worried about this game of football because you know what really happened. You know what really happened at Old Trafford when we were playing really Fulham, and I really believe that Fulham at Old Trafford were weak, but they went ahead and really came in through and really gave us a game. Something that really went ahead to really not go on well to my side as a fan of Man United, and said, no way, we are supposed to be going through this. So, welcome to this channel, right? Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. I see you, the champion. I see you, John Sozi. I see you, Old Port Charles. I see you, Yasmin. I see you, all of you, into the live chat, but smash the like button close to 100 times. I know we are going to be having hundreds of us watching in this live video, and let's continue really subscribing to see that we hit this level. Now, today, this was what that we needed. All we needed was a win to go through, and my it's not to 1, it's 0. Don't know what's wrong with me, guys. Am I really overjoyed because of this win? Am I really overjoyed? Right? Am I really overjoyed, you know, to come in through and obviously see to it that I really put in such mistakes in here for you? But I hope all goes on well as planned. So, Man United has gone ahead to beat Nottingham Forest by 1 goal to need to proceed into the quarterfinals of the FA Cup, and it's a record 48th time that we've gone ahead to really get into the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. And Everton was tied with Man United at 47 times, and now we've gone ahead to reach the quarterfinal for the 48th time. It required us to really be very resilient, you know, very patient, but the game was there for us to win. That is the most important bit of it all. And I would like to obviously go out and really slate everyone who really comes out and says Casemiro is not supposed to be at the club of Man United. He's too old. Now, look at what he gives you. You know, these are moments where you need huge experience. He connected with Bruno Fernandes, and they went ahead obviously get us what we call the winner. And it required that moment of brilliancy, because the clear-cut chances that we got, the players that really got them couldn't obviously find themselves scoring for the club of Man United. But it really came out to see to it that it needed to be Casemiro making that near post run. That near post run was really very important for the club of Man United, and it counted and gave us the most or the best of it. And Man United went ahead to see to it that they really thrive into what they really deserve to do. Casemiro, what a way to obviously come in through and silence his enemies. You know, every time he doesn't perform very well, the media, Sir Jim Ratcliffe, wants to sell Casemiro out of Man United. When he performs well, they keep quiet, and you're not going to see any story come out and really giving this guy his flowers. But we, who really know he's worth the club of Man United, we will, at every time, come in through and really give this guy his flowers, because he deserves it, and there is no way we are going to deny him his flowers, because today he has gone ahead to take us through to the quarterfinals. That is it. He got one chance, he ran towards the near post and headed that ball into the back of the net, and that's what Casemiro gets you. And everyone really says they bought him expensively. I think Casemiro had a very good season. That is it for the club of Man United. And even this season, though we started badly, you saw to it that he was one of those players that was really scoring goals for us. And by the time he got injured, he was the top scorer for the club of Man United with 4 goals in different competitions. And today, he has gone ahead to score his 5th goal of the season. And in moments like this is where you want Casemiro to be. That however much he has been really a slow starter ever since he returned from injury, because you expect that from any player coming from injuries, he has come out and really gain confidence, and this goal is going to really give him more and more confidence for the club of Man United. He really played very well. Interceptions, right? You remember, for us to win the Carabao Cup, who scored the opener? It was Casemiro through a free kick brought him through by Marcus Rashford, and then the free kick was brought in by Luke Shaw, and he headed it home. That is Casemiro. Then Marcus Rashford went ahead to make it 2, and we won it by 2-1. And you never know if he was available, would have gone ahead not to get knocked out of the Carabao Cup, because he really got out, and Man City and Newcastle went ahead to obviously annihilate us. It really shows you how important it is for the club of Man United, though people have not gone ahead to really give him his flowers. But we here watching this channel, let's much like button close to 100 to give this guy his flowers, because he deserves them. He's really one of a kind. He has gone ahead to really put in a shift, and I think he's really one of those players that deserves to really get the respect. The other positive is we've gone ahead to keep a clean sheet in this game of football. That is it. A clean sheet has gone ahead to come in through, and it was courtesy of our good defending and Onana. Guys, for everyone who has been coming out and really saying that Onana is a banger average goalkeeper, he's not supposed to be the first choice goalkeeper, shut your mouth. Shut it, because he has not gone ahead to do it not only in this game. In the game of Fulham, if it was not Onana, would have gone ahead to swallow like 4. But he went ahead to put in some good saves. And today, he has pulled out like 2 world-class saves and other saves that have been really very important. You know, Onana is a very good goalkeeper. And I feel very bad for everyone who really says Onana should leave the club of Man United. You get? We should have gone ahead to stay with David De Gea. As if he doesn't know the history of David De Gea, that it took him close to 1.5 seasons to settle into the club of Man United. For Onana, I think has gone ahead to come in through and is really performing better than how David De Gea performed in the first season of Man United. If you know the misfirings that David De Gea made to settle in, you guys, they're really unacceptable. And by that time, Man United were the giants were really one of the top teams and really had one of the best central defenses in the world. And they couldn't obviously change. Like, we're going to hate to see Onana playing against different central defense partnerships. And I think today has been almost, I think, the 20th plus time when Ten Hag has gone ahead to name a different starting 11 altogether in the games. Remember, over the weekend, it was Harry Maguire and Rafael Varane. Today, it has been Victor Lindelof and Rafael Varane. And then later, it was Rafael Varane and Johnny Evans. So, it shows you how Onana needs to cope up with all this, you know. But guess who David De Gea really had at Man United? Rio Ferdinand, Nemanja Vidic, John Evans. You know, he was really young and energetic and was really a very good defender. Wes Brown. Those are the defenders that we really had. And we had Michael Carrick, Paul Scholes. We had a very beautiful team. Patrice Evra, left back. Da Silva, right back. So we had a very good team. And our team couldn't really concede very many shots. But go on the table and really look at the total shots conceded by teams. United is at the topmost. You know, in all of those top 6-7 teams, no team has gone ahead to concede more shots from its opponents than Man United. So when you look at that, you have to come out and really give Onana his flowers. I don't really stop you from blaming him or slating him. When he makes a mistake, you should come out and really say he is not good enough today. But I hate it when someone says Onana should leave the club of Man United. Now, you guys, are you still saying the same things? Against Aston Villa, he was really magnificent. Against Luton Town, very magnificent. Against Fulham, very good. You know, put in stellar performances that looked like he is really up and running. And today, you saw it very well. And let me really try to bring you some of the shots that this guy went ahead to save as we went ahead to play against the side of Nottingham Forest, and went ahead to really beat them bad at their stadium, because I think we really had a lion's share of everything positive in that game, though our control really stopped around the 20th minute. So this was the first time when Amrabat went ahead to really give away the ball loosely, and he was in a tight angle, shot at goal, and Onana went ahead to stretch and really got this ball out. That was the first time he went ahead to obviously showcase that I'm here, not to see to it that we concede any goal. Then after that, there was this one in the second half. There was this one, and it was really a hard one, Do you remember that shot? Onana went into it and really saved the day for the club of Man United. So it shows you that he has gone ahead to make in like 5 or 6 saves for the club of Man United that have gone ahead to save our day. That is Onana, and he put in a very spectacular performance, and his enemies really feel like he shouldn't have gone ahead to perform like that. And you know that the United fans who always come out and say would have gone ahead to lose, right? Would have gone ahead to lose the game of football and see Erik ten Hag sacked. Would have gone ahead to lose the game of football to see to it that that goalkeeper doesn't really be the goal of Man United, because some people have come out and really made predictions, but those predictions have not gone ahead to come to pass. So they're really calling in for a club to lose to see to it that their predictions really come to pass. I'm not that kind of person. I'm this kind of person who really admits that I've gone ahead to lose, and my thoughts, all my submissions have gone ahead to really not count. So that is it through coming in from the man himself. That is Onana, who went ahead to really put in a very beautiful performance. And guys, we've gone ahead to keep a clean sheet away from home. All of the games we've gone ahead to play away from home this season, especially when you're playing Premier League sides, we've not gone ahead to keep a clean sheet. We conceded 3 away at Wolverhampton Wanderers, though we won by 4-3. We conceded 1 against Aston Villa. We conceded 1 against Luton Town. Which other game? And this is the first clean sheet we're going to have to keep in here for you. And that is going to have to result into a lot of success for me. So smash the like button again, because we've gone ahead to go through to the quarterfinals. We've gone ahead to be drawn against Liverpool. I think I'm going to come out and really make a very huge video about that. But there are certain things I really want to talk about. Bruno Fernandes. Guys, stats put him high up there with Kevin De Bruyne. But when you look at what he does on the field of play, how wasteful he is, he's not supposed to be there. Today, I've gone ahead to see Bruno shooting aimlessly instead of first looking for his number 9. You get? I think he only looked for Marcus Rashford once. That is Bruno Fernandes for you. You get? All of the moments he got the ball, he was looking and thinking at shooting. Yet, all we need from him is the composure. That is it. Compose yourself and first release your center forward. First release Anthony. First release Garnacho. And then if at all they really fail you, then when you come out and really shoot anyhow, you all do anything really that is really unthought of, no one is going to come out and really blame you as Bruno Fernandes, because you'll have gone ahead to really get yourself a defense line. As everyone will say, Bruno went ahead to put in all those efforts, but these players couldn't obviously match his levels. That is it. But today, it took him close to 80 minutes for him to obviously find out a pass, looking out for Marcus Rashford. Most of the time he's got the ball, he could really shoot, and the best effort for me, apart from that free kick that we score, it's that shot that results into that Bruno Fernandes set piece, the corner that he brought shot to Garnacho. Garnacho played or did what we call a return pass, a return one touch. Bruno went ahead to really look for Anthony. Anthony went in for carrying effort, and it really struck or ricocheted off the post. That is it. Then the second one, I think, released Marcus Rashford, and the other one, it was that Casemiro header. But looks like all those set pieces were really coming in through in a very good way, and they really came in through from the training ground. And this is where I really talk and give Eric Ramsey his flowers, because if a match is moving to Minnesota, he has gone ahead to do a decent job when it comes to us training set pieces. If we continue to score from set pieces like those, because today our best chances, I think I've gone ahead to come in through from the set pieces. And one was denied by the frame of the goal, and the second one really went ahead to cross the line. If we really reach that level that out of 3 or 4 set pieces, we can really come out and really create a threatening chance, then I'll be 100% sure that we are really good to kill off games. Because today, if it's known to that, we are not killing off that game. If it's known that set piece, tell me, Do we kill off that game? We don't. In the open play, we've gone ahead to get chances. Rashford had two. Scott McTominay had a free header to obviously head in. Who else? We really had like 5 chances of really killing off this game of football, and we couldn't really kill it off, you know, and that really went ahead to piss me a little bit. But the positive I got from this game is that the players went ahead to really prove me wrong, that they had all what it takes, all it takes in their tank. Sorry about that. They had all what it takes in their tank to really raise up to the occasion. I was a little bit worried coming into this game because I knew that we looked vulnerable when you're playing against Fulham, and Fulham was at Old Trafford. And my worry was, if at Old Trafford we played like that, how are we gonna play away from home? But we started it off on a high, and we wanted to obviously kill off that game. That is the most important bit of it all. And it gave us the results we really deserved at the club of Man United. And I'm really excited. That is it, because we controlled the game for the first 20 minutes. Then we shared the last 25 minutes of the game. In the second half, they came up and really attacked us for like 15 minutes, 20. And in the last 25 minutes of the game, it was in our control. It was 100% in our control, and Man United showed control of this game of football. We could build from the back, and the tactics of Erik ten Hag were really good because he first played Amrabat as a left back. And then in the second half he said, let me get Amrabat as a right back and let us do the needful and see that Dalot plays as the left back. And it really went ahead to work out like a charm for Erik ten Hag because Amrabat really had some beautiful displays. Even during the first half, did you see the 2 switches he really did onto the blind side of the pitch to look for Anthony? You know, his range passing is really elite, and I think we missed him on the field of play. For everyone who watched my match reaction, as we talked, Man United 0, Fulham, as Man United 1, Fulham 2, I said one of the substitutes that Ten Hag failed to make that would have gone ahead to win us the game of football was Amrabat. You've gone ahead to see to it very well that Amrabat really went ahead to retake center stage, and every time he inverted, you saw to it that Casemiro was playing as a central defender, and Rafael Varane found himself playing as a right back for the club of Man United because Ten Hag told Casemiro to really play deep and Amrabat really invert and play as a midfield. That's why you saw to it that we really had lots of attacks in the midfield, and our strength was really huge into the midfield. So for me, I would like to give Ten Hag his flowers for his change of play. And I think everyone who was asking, what style of football do we play? I think Ten Hag has shown us that when he wants to pass that ball from the back, he can pass it there very well and really reach where he wants, you know. So I've loved that bit about him. Clean sheet kept, and when you keep a clean sheet and score a goal, all goals, 100% sure that you're going to really find yourself into that side. 51 people in. Smash the like button close to 50 times onto this beautiful YouTube channel. Let's go to the stats. Let's go to the stats. 16 shots by Nottingham Forest, 20 shots by Man United. You get 5 shots on target by Nottingham Forest, but most of those were really deadly. 7 shots on target by Man United. It would have gone ahead to really have 3 more on target, but I think really lacked composure. Then 39% ball possession by Nottingham. Manchester United had 61% ball possession. This is what we call control of the game, and control is all about possession and how you really control your game. Then 82%, 320 passes by Nottingham. Manchester United put a total of 517 touches together in that entire game played. Then passing accuracy 82% passing accuracy and 87% passing accuracy. Then 7 fouls for both sides, 0 yellow cards to Nottingham Forest and 1 to Man United. I think it went on to Victor Lindelof when he really got hold of Awonyi when he was really trying to really explore the final third of Man United. 0 red cards to both sides, 3 offsides to Nottingham Forest and 1 offside to Man United. 5 corners to Man United and 5 corners to the side of Manchester United. Nottingham had 5 and Man United had really 5. So that is really good for the club of Man United. I'm really excited that we've gone ahead to go through, and a game that really looked difficult. it has been simplified by the club of Man United, because I thought this team was going to attack us left, right, and center, and we couldn't obviously come in through to do the needful. Marcus Rashford, I don't know what's wrong with Rashford, guys. If I tell you that I know what's wrong with Rashford, I'll be lying, but he went ahead not to put in a very beautiful shift on today, and I think he deserves to get a small. For a player who earns £350,000 plus a week, there is no way you put in such a performance, and that's why everyone has gone ahead to agree that maybe Marcus Rashford was hitting the ground running last season because he wanted a new contract and never wanted to go elsewhere, and he really added on a threat from PSG that they went ahead to meet it, and the board had to meet what this guy was really requesting in for. Sorry about that. He was requesting in for a lot, and the board of Man United really had to really dance to his tunes. I'm going to hate to score 30 goals a season, the best has ever going to hate to score for Man United. It was really great. Remember, he also had some other goals. He scored at the World Cup as Marcus Rashford. So he was really doing great as a player, and lots of things really went ahead to happen to his way and got in that huge check for the from the club of Man United. Let me go to your comments. I was telling you that the positive bit of it is that this guy has not been selfish, but he really had some good game, some flashes, and would have gone ahead to score the first goal of the game, especially if his effort went ahead to count into the first minutes of the game. So that is Anthony for you, and I really agree with you that he had a very good game, but it's not the best. The best I think was against Galatasaray. He had an assist, he ran them all over, and he really put in a lot. John Sozi, let them leave Casemiro to concentrate. He will help us. Now, Casemiro is just 31 years of age, and I'm really looking at people coming out and saying he's old. He should leave the club of Man United. You know how Toni Kroos is? Toni Kroos is 35, older than Casemiro, but is at Real Madrid. Luka Modric is having 40 years of age. He's at Real Madrid. So, if a player is good and of a quality of that caliber, there is no way you tell me that you are really gonna sell him. You know? On what grounds do you sell him? Yet you need experience. Who tells you that a team will only need young players to really thrive on? A team needs the likes of Casemiro to obviously come in through and really do the job for the club of Man United. So I think Casemiro should be given his peace and freedom. He's really performing very well, and I think nothing is going to really stop him. Dan Champion, slowly by slowly we are coming back, and I know what is going to be in the Man City match. All right. So, Man City versus Man United is one we're going to start talking about deeply very soon. And I think I'll be here discussing that game of football, I think, from Friday. You get? From Friday, I'll be discussing the game of Man United versus Man City. And ever since this year started, we've gone ahead to win. I think there are 4 Premier League games, lost 1, won all the 3 FA Cup games. So, Ten Hag is really okay and his job is secure. I've seen stories running. Ten Hag, not wanted by the club of Man United. You know, they're looking at Zinedine Zidane. They will bring in Dizabi. Who tells you? Who tells you that any manager can come through and really manage the club of Man United? Because you people aren't really getting facts. You know, the fact is this guy is really needed at Man United, and he has gone ahead to win. And people are really gonna keep quiet. When he loses, they'll say he's gonna be sacked. Then all Port Charles, we have tried our level best, but Etihad won't favor us because of the quality City has. Yeah, but I think we can force a draw there. That is it. We can force a draw at Etihad because Man City is really also into that struggling phase. They're not gonna hit to hit form where we'll expect them to lead and really win all of the chances or the games that they are really playing in. Let him play for us. All midfielders. Bruno still costing us a lot. Yeah, Bruno Fernandes, I've gonna hit to hint about him. He's one of those players that's gonna hit to cost the club of Man United a lot, because he would have gonna hit to be one of those that is really helping us really open up teams. But he really looks at himself further. Yazimin Njobu, good game with more injuries. All our key players are not in good condition. Ten Hag, the master plan managed. No manager can handle the terrible situation that we are in as Man United. And Pep started dropping points one by one. And I tell you, it's really hard for anyone to obviously understand this. But some people are claiming that, why don't you get in players from the academy? They won't be featured as these professional players. Like the left back that has been on the bench of Man United today, as we played Newcastle, you cannot come in through and really use him like that, because Ten Hag knows that you need to deserve to play into his game. Jasmine, player Rodri, but Ten Hag, and he's still managing the mixed lineup. Respect our Ten Hag, yep, because it's really not the same. Players get injured. So that is it. I'm sorry, looks like I'm really sleepy. I'm having a nose. Okay, today Casemiro played very well. He has been playing very well ever since he returned, you know. Although you people think that he should score goals, that's when you praise him, you know. So you're going to see everyone coming through tomorrow saying Casemiro is our player, we love him, you know. That's being reactionary, because he has been playing the same goal, the same game, but the problem is, or the difference is, he has not been really scoring goals, but he has gone ahead to score a very beautiful goal, and people have come out and really start to hail him, yet they've gone ahead to select him always. But we are going for Liverpool. Are we ready? Yeah, I think we'll be ready. 16th of March. Other players, some of the players will be back at the club of Man United and will be having a fully fit squad. And I tell you, at Old Trafford, we can beat any team if at all our players are really readily available. Hachilala, Casemiro is a great player, and congratulations to Man United on the FA Cup finals. I'm very happy. Man United for life. Thank you for watching through. Seek Entertainment. We really need a left back, someone to compete with Bruno, striker, and 2 central defenders. Let's wait and see how that happens, whether the board will go in for that. But I agree with you that we need a midfielder, we need a defender, and some strikers that are really deadly and clinical. Sendagile Joshua, congratulations to my Manchester United. All right, thank you. Glory be to the Lord. Michael Okudua, very lucky. Joseph Fury and Onana, Casemiro sent us through the sent us into the semi-finals, you know. Then there is Edward Mutumba. He's saying Bruno should have a competitor for the position he's playing. He's nowadays horrible. Players assured of starting 11 don't put in effort. Rashford should give in for Rasmus Hojlund, but Rasmus Hojlund is injured, and who are you going to play into that position? So I think it's a matter of really using those who are available, and when he returns, then Rashford gets onto the bench. Kaira Ndojuze, the only player that we need to replace is Onana. Rashford, Varane, Lindelof, guys, be realistic. Leave Bruno alone. You are having very effortless people like Rashford, and I think I've gonna obviously come out and really show you that it's really possible for the players to be hit the mark. But I've gonna not to mention about all those players on the players that I expect to keep at the club of Man United, you know. We are having Silva Onyeyit. Already, I always keep on demanding you that when will Bruno Fernandes be get rested, please? Maybe you help us and go Ten Hag if you have his number. Now, for Bruno Fernandes, it's evident he costs the team a lot. That's why I was excited when they said that he's really doubtful, but I really lost my happiness when they said he is in the squad of Man United to face Nottingham. So Bruno should do the needful. Then why not play Scott McTominay striking and Rashford to play onto the wing, Garnacho onto the right wing and shoulder? So we just can't wait for such changes for the club of Man United. But thank you very much for watching through, and it's none other than over. But the club of Man United is going to have to really go into what we call the round of the quarterfinals. So wait and see how that happens. But Chelsea is going to have to beat Leeds by 3-2. Leeds were the first to score, and they really went ahead to equalize. That is through Leeds. Man City are through. Wolverhampton Wanderers are through, and we're going to be facing Liverpool. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. And David remains my name. I sign out for now. See you later. Thank you everyone for watching in through. That has been the match preview, but Good win for the club of Man United. Bye-bye.